Some of you out there are in a relationship with an avoidant lover. Being in a relationship with an avoidant lover is basically like being in a relationship with someone who's loving you back at an arm's length, all right? Or probably not even loving you at all. So you are doing all the loving. Sometimes you give more and more and more and more and hoping for reciprocity. And reciprocity never comes through. You never experience it. And most times, it's not actually their fault for you to hate them for or blame them for, all right? Or take any form of drastic action about. It's not really their fault because some of these people have built themselves that way as a result of childhood trauma, right? As a result of some earlier bad experiences, probably previous relationships, all right? Previous relationships that didn't work out well, so they now built a particular wall around themselves. So that could also result in someone being avoidant. Then some of these attributes can be as a result of parental advice or advice from guardians that will tell you, as you are like this, you're a fine girl. Don't take nonsense from any man. No. Don't take nonsense. The man just comes and just smiles at you, just frown your face and look at him like, why are you smiling at? All right? Or he tells you this and this and that. Don't spend your money for any man. You are supposed to be the one eating and eating only. That's how your money is your money. His money is you guys' money. Those kind of terrible advice, I don't know where they came from in the first place. Some of this kind of advice from parents or guardians could have also built these individuals, whether a guy or a girl, to be avoidant. And you get to meet some of these folks. It's not something for you to kill yourself over, all right? It's something that you could actually heal from if you allow yourself go through the right process. Now, I just have a few tips of some steps you could take into recovering from an avoidant lover. Number one, you need to first of all mentally recognize that it is not your job as a man or as a woman to fix someone who is unable and unwilling to meet you emotionally. The person is unable to match you emotionally. He's unwilling to even match you or meet you up at the same emotional level. It is not your job to fix that person. So you don't have to outdo yourself and destroy yourself in the process, because you can actually successfully do that to yourself in the process of trying to fix them. You need to firstly recognize that it's not your job. Number two, it's okay actually to go through pain, to go through the process of the hurts and all the terrible things that come with the package. It's okay to go through them, but it's not okay to stay there, to remain there. In other words, when you discover these things early, all right, you have to step out and seek therapy or talk to trusted friends. That is a very bold step to fixing yourself, to recover. Bold step in healing yourself from an avoidant lover. Because whether you like it or not, when you move away, they move on. That is the reality. When you move away, you step back, you realize yourself, they just move on like nothing ever happened, because the brick wall, the firewall around them is very firm. It's not something that you would just desire to break and to just fall down. It never breaks until they are willing to pull those walls down themselves. Number three, you must learn to reduce communication and shift your focus. In other words, if you're dating an avoidant lover and you are fed up, you don't have to keep saying, let's still be friends. We'll just be talking. You are destroying yourself furthermore. So you must reduce communication and shift your focus to something else. Probably in yourself or some other person who even has your time. Shift your focus and reduce communication. It's not by force. It's not by force. You can still be seeing person probably in the same workplace or in your church or in your neighborhood. It doesn't mean you have to keep the person malice. You smile, hello, hi, how are you? How's everything? Okay, we're good. And you just move on. Let them know that you have shifted your focus. You reduce communication intentionally for your own mental well-being, which should actually be your priority. All right? Number four, you must do a very quick recovery from lack of self-love, because if you actually loved yourself in the first place, you would not have submitted to an avoidant lover for this long. You must do a quick recovery of your self-love, lack of self-love. You must fix that complex states, that complexity, that low self-esteem that even drove you into that relationship in the first place and kept you there. You must give yourself a reassurance of how valuable you are. If it means talking to the mirror or getting tapes or materials that will reassure you of your value and your worth as a human being, to love yourself, protect yourself, guard your heart with all diligence, protect your mind from any form of mental instability. You must quickly do a very quick recovery to go through that process. Number 5, very importantly, when you have recovered yourself and you have moved away, you have shifted focus, you have reduced communication, you have recognized that it's not your job to fix that person, then you start imagining yourself in a healthy relationship, in a relationship where you are valued and cherished and loved. Start visualizing it. Build it first in your mind. And in a very short while, the right person will come your way. And you will find peace. You will find joy. And definitely, it will come with a complete package of love. Meanwhile, you have been stressing yourself trying to fix another person that was never broken, but they made themselves that way as a result of either childhood trauma, past experiences, emotional experiences, or probably an advice from a guardian or something they saw or watched or they heard a speaker talk about, or social media influences and whatnot. That is actually man-made, something they made themselves or they became from childhood. You can't fix that. It's not your job. All right? So when you do all that, you visualize being cared for, being cherished, being in a healthy relationship, and in a very short while, the right person will come your way. And finally, you must know at the end of the day that you are not trying to get back at the person who is avoidant. No, you are not trying to revenge by moving away, let her miss me or let him miss me. No, the healing process is not about the avoidant partner. It is about yourself. It's not about changing the avoidant partner to repent or realize how much they need you in their lives and miss you and want you back. No, it's already a toxic relationship. Okay, the healing process is about yourself, realizing that your mental health is your priority and you have decided to choose yourself over any form of toxic relationship, which you definitely do not need. Like I always say, in all that getting, you get sense. I'll see you in my next video.